Want to change my social issues anxiety by becoming a person I can respect, so forcing myself to try 52 hobbies in 1 year, 1 hobby a week. Reddit, what are some your hobbies and interests? Try disc golf, cheap and easy to learn. Lots of social interaction. I have met a ton of great people playing disc golf. Start out playing solo and end up playing with higher level players. They love to help you out and give you tips. Rock climbing, knitting, and kendo are my favorites. Good luck. Drumming is my hobby, but that's pretty specific. I suggest you pick up any musical instrument you have access to and try it. Guitar, piano, trumpet, whatever. If you're still enjoying it after a week, continue. Make it into a real passion. It's one of the funnest and most satisfying things in the world for me, and I hope it can bring you some joy. It's also a great conversation topic, or a way of meeting new people. Best of luck to you. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Most schools have a free trial. You will meet some really cool people who love helping out newer guys, and they are welcoming as long as you show interest in it. This will improve both your self-esteem and your physique, but do it for more than a week. It's not hard to fall in love with this sport. I explore abandoned buildings and take pictures. Karaoke in front of an entire bar. Nobody cares if you do good or bad. They will cheer you on because you're brave enough to go up and do it. Geocaching. It doesn't really matter what you do, as long as you're genuinely enjoying yourself when you do it, but I'll suggest a few. Pick up a guitar. Learn the chords C, D and G. Congratulations, you can now play many songs, and it will also sound like you can play guitar to those who can't. Explore your city. Go down those little alleyways you usually just look right past. You never know what you might find. Get a cookbook. Pick out 7 dishes you like the look of. Cook 1 a day. Run or jog. Run for just 30 minutes every day. By the end of the week you'll want to keep this up. The endorphin rush is too good to resist. Also, to reiterate what Not Jesus said, if you're struggling with anxiety, seek professional help. It may seem drastic or unnecessary, but physiatrists can help put a name to feelings and tell you how to tackle them. It could be very beneficial for you. Something to consider. Explore your city. Go down those little alleyways you usually just look right past. You never know what you might find. Do this at your own risk. Don't do it in my city. You'll get shot down an alley. I have a friend who creates incredibly intricate train sets, little villages and all, but the entire set is created to orchestrate a catastrophic train crash. He says it's therapeutic. I say he should have his own YouTube channel. He must upload. Pick up basketball. Bounce basketball. Try things that are done in groups and not solitarily. Tabletop role-playing games and war games, D&D, Exalted, Warhammer Fantasy and 40k etc. Team sports or friendly one-on-one sports, like racquetball or golf. If you play an instrument, join or form a group. Depends on your instrument. Could be a rock band or a string quartet or anything in between. If you don't play, see if your college has a club or someplace you can learn to play together without any newbies. Try and see what clubs or groups are already up and running in your area. You could join a group and easily make friends this way. Where I study there are tons of groups for anything from salsa dancing and hiking through all sorts of handcrafts all the way to philosophical debate groups. Warhammer isn't going to only take him a week, and it's far too expensive to only do for a week anyway. It is a great hobby, though, and totally something OP should take up if he has the cash. Sabotaging the other 51 weeks, Minecraft. Try judo. It is fun, cheap and a good workout. Cook things. Take a cooking class if you want to make it social. Or try coffee roasting. Visit a powerlifting or Olympic weightlifting club. They tend to encourage newbies. This approach seems a tad misguided. 1. Most hobbies are things people learn to do so that they can stay occupied when they are by themselves. 2. Most hobbies have steep learning curves. If you futz around a piano for a week, you might learn a little maybe. You could invest in lessons and maybe get somewhere, just so you can stop at the end of a week and begin to forget your piano skills. Plus, lessons and all these things are going to add up cost-wise. Since you're a college student, I doubt you have the budget for that sort of thing. Trying a lot of things out to consider taking some of them on as hobbies is awesome. Don't try to overdo it just because the headline sounds better. 52 in a year. The thing is that I really doubt that you'll be able to suddenly turn your jack of all trades familiarity with hobby activities into confidence. I've known tons of people who are amazing at things and still have anxiety issues. Incredible graphic designers who can't leave their rooms. Astounding cellists who can't talk to cashiers, etc. Incredible skills aren't necessarily going to make you any more comfortable in a crowd. Figuring out a social life when you first start college isn't easy, especially when you have anxiety problems. Don't worry though. If you're persistent and willing to say yes to the opportunities that come your way, you'll do just fine. You don't have to do any sort of contrived challenge to yourself to start having friends, girlfriends, boyfriends, or whatever you feel is missing. Some books that might help you are the classic How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, and the newer How to Talk to Anyone by Lyle Lowndes. They might seem a little cheesy, but they're packed full of useful advice, and even if you only absorb a little of it, you'll be better off. That is very ambitious. Perhaps you mean try a new thing each week, which is pretty awesome. My goal for this year was to try 12 sports in 12 months. I haven't kept up with that quota, but I sure did find some sports that I enjoyed. Things that you should try: tennis, swimming, learn to juggle, use chopsticks, write with your other hand, bushwalk, join a volunteer organization, ride a unicycle, learn a language. Then there is all that potential musician type stuff which I probably lack talent for. See, the opportunities are endless. Don't doubt yourself. You may be more musically inclined than you think. For all you know, you could be a kick-butt harmonicist. Later realize that the correct way to address someone that plays the harmonica is to call them a harmonica player. Who knew? I think this is going to be an expensive year. Motorcycles ride 1. Dance, ballet, hip-hop, burlesque, and tap are the classes I've taken more recently. Look for adult classes for beginners and just go for it. Though, it would be more fun rewarding if you did it for a whole session rather than a week. Also, my husband takes improv classes. That could do wonders as it forces you to interact with others and push through your anxieties. Good luck. Oh, I did this and it helped a lot with my social anxiety, depression, and awkwardness. I had a lot of similar issues when I was 18. I still have a lot of these same issues, but they're under much better control now. I find that it helps to embrace things that you're passionate about and you're interested in and that take a lot of time and energy to focus on. Also things that you can get a lot of feedback from outside sources. Here's some examples. Cookies. I spent an entire summer teaching myself how to make cookies from scratch. After a boyfriend dumped me in a hugely spectacular way, I can now bake almost any type of cookie, and most baked goods reasonably well. Feedback on this was tremendous. Culminating project was mailing a gross of cookies across country to a friend, who absolutely loved them. Cross-stitching. I got into subversive cross-stitch to give myself something to do with my hands so I wasn't so focused on my frustrations at work. I got a lot of requests to make cross stitches for family members, and it's very soothing. People enjoy the nasty messages in a pleasing format, I guess. Ballet. This one was huge for me. I had always wanted to dance since I was a little girl, and people told me it was a waste of time and money. But I threw myself into it and got healthier, more confident, and better looking as a result. This was a game changer for me. I stopped listening to other people's opinions on what was a waste of my time and did something I wanted to do. There's a lot of feedback, a lot of physical improvement, things like that. Painting. I started painting when I moved overseas and that took off for me in a huge way. I never really thought of myself as an artistic type in that sense, but since then I've had several exhibitions and the people who run the studio where our immigrant group paints have had a lot of positive feedback for me and my work. I get help and direction, but a lot of freedom to do what I need to do, plus a chance to meet new people and get practice on my language skills. Anyway, those are 4 suggestions and some tips on how to get started and how to maximize your goal. If you can roll up the cash, go skydiving. Seriously, it will change your life. Even if you only do 1 tandem jump. If you have the money, go through learn to jump by yourself. For my first 8 jumps it ended up being about $1,400, including ground school and 10 minutes indoor skydiving. If you can swing it, it's completely worth it. social dancing, ballroom, swing, Latin. I'm not sure one hobby a week may be fair. Like, you might want to try it for a longer time if you like it. Master juggling. Make it a goal to finish a book once a month, at least. Paint. This you can do in several forms during longer periods. Try out some different styles and methods. Listen to a random album by a random artist of a random genre every day. Spotify and YouTube has a lot to offer in this case. Grow a beard. Grow a beard is not a hobby. It sure as frick should be, but right now, as far as I know, it really isn't. Cycling. Cooking. Journaling. Get some surfing lessons, assuming you are near the coast somewhere. Hey man, this is awesome. Great idea. My hobbies are paintball, ultimate frisbee, and weightlifting. Paintball's expensive, but I recommend everyone try it once to see if they like it. Disc, frisbee, maybe a little hard to find, and weightlifting, well, just pick heavy things up and put them down. Just kidding. If you pursue that, be sure to do adequate research as to not hurt yourself. Although this is more solitary, unless you can get a workout buddy. Good luck. You should enjoy these: shotgun shooting, trap and skeet, target shooting, rifles, mountain biking, frisbee golf, kayaking, canoeing, hiking, backpacking, camping, fishing. Magic: The Gathering. It's a trading card game. Lots of fun. Also, programming. I fail how to see programming will help him become more social. Learn to solve a Rubik's Cube. You can easily learn in a few days, and it'll give you something to play with whenever you're at your desk in the future. Any form of martial arts, MMA, karate, kickboxing, boxing, jiu-jitsu, swimming, trail running, writing, photography, record collecting. The fun hobbies I've always wanted to learn was using coupons. I really wish I was good at saving money. You can also learn an instrument. Oh, and harness. Or any martial arts. Origami is always nice. I think there might be classes for that. Or you can join a play. Does run for more than a week, but it might be fun. If you want something shorter, go for like some poetry or spoken word. Try to learn rapping. Or watch some rap battles. Give longboarding a shot. Go with 2 or 3 other people. That way you'll be safer and learn things quicker. Baking. Best way to de-stress and unleashes your inner domestic god. Haha. No, seriously, it's awesome. Sketching, painting, carving, sculpting, cello, piano, guitar, windsurfing, snorkeling, dancing, singing, basketball, writing, calligraphy. Knock yourself out, friend. Not a hobby, per se, but if your college offers any clubs that cater to an interest of yours, join. Meeting people is smoother when there's an initial point of interest. Take a language class. Contact the language lab at your university. Hang around there and do high-level English with the guy, and get something bizarre like Malay in return. Do this a few times in 1 week. 1 week for a hobby is not much time. Plus it might end up being kind of expensive. Depending on the hobby, why not meet 52 new people and try 12 new hobbies? Frankly, I should try this myself. As for something that's quick to pick up and cheap, hiking, try a new trail every week, or add in geocaching for variety. I'm an equestrian. My hobby is ponies, basically, but any horse person will tell you, it's not a hobby to be picked up and laid down. It is a grand passion. It's the most amazing feeling, though, and I very much recommend it. Knitting, sewing, reading, creative writing. Try scuba diving, it's a lot of fun and you tend to do it with people rather than yourself. Play chess. Improv, comedy or stand-up. Nothing to kick anxieties but like overcoming stage fright. Also, the fundamentals of improv are surprisingly useful for real life. I just registered only to reply. What I would suggest to you is to take more time for each hobby, at least 1 month, even more. I would say the most important thing for you is to become confident in yourself. Whatever you do or say it with a reason. Do not just start a conversation. Know in advance what you want to know or what you want to tell. Do not fear people. Imagine you were them. Would you make fun of others if you see that they are not comfortable in a certain situation? Or would you try to help them if somebody is really bad to you during a conversation, whatever they are buttholes anyways and do not need your attention? Live poker. Great way to meet people from all walks of life. Find a low buy-in tournament and spend an hour or two learning the rules if you don't know them by playing on Facebook and give it a go. You'll probably lose, but you may well have a blast doing so. Trapeze circus arts classes. Also, why not challenge yourself to speak to one stranger per week? Take it beyond the generic niceties like hi, how's it going? Try something like, hi, I'm trying to overcome shyness by talking to someone new each week. Tell me something interesting about yourself. Well, that's just an example, and you could chronicle your stranger interactions by blogging it. Hunting, skeet shooting, fishing. Go to a rec complex daily and work out in various classes. You have been visited by the snake of great corn. You will be blessed with corn for eternities to come, but only if you comment, "Corn me up, snake." If you are new to the channel, you can subscribe. I publish new videos every day. Until then, check out another video, or don't. Either way, have a great day, you magnificent people.